All right, everyone. This is my next video. Um, this is one I wanted to do on. It says words can cut like razors, and the reason why I'm doing it is because the last day or so, I've had to. My mother and I have a difficult time communicating with each other, and I guess it really bothers me that we actually are we communicate that way. It really does bother me. It's like we butt heads. There's nothing I can say to her that she won't take in some kind of offensive way. And then she'll say things to me that's offensive and be like, girl, I wasn't trying to offend you. Then why say it? I don't appreciate her tone and a lot of things. And I don't appreciate, like today, she asked me to come pick her up this morning. Well, I went and picked her up this morning and I took her home. And then, I basically had gotten out of bed. I was still in my pajamas and which I could wear them outside, but I didn't. I mean, I did that because she's my mom and she needed a ride. I'm gonna went and pick her up, and then here she go trying to introduce me to people. Well, the thing is, I taken a shower. I had on my jammies. I ain't have on no panties. I'm all out here in the wind. I just got out of the shower, out of the bed, and she got me out here talking about, I want to introduce you to someone. I'm like, I haven't taken a shower. I ain't got on no panties. I just got out of bed. You got me in my pajamas, and here you are trying to introduce me to people. No, I don't want to do that. She says, I wasn't trying to do it. I just wanted you to introduce. He ain't nobody. You don't like nobody anyway. Well, did you hear me say I just had gotten out of bed? I didn't have no pennies. My booty was dirty. And I had on my yummies. I said that. And she went all the way off saying that I don't like anyone. And just kind of just made it seem like it was just so minimal. Yeah, Randy, you're laughing, but it was serious to me. I mean, I don't like that because she's the same person who I can't go anywhere with her. She will not just get up and go somewhere with her pajamas on or whatever. She will say, I'm taking a shower. I said, well, I don't got time for that. Well, I'll be ready at about time you get there. And she has to jump in the shower. That's what she always says. I'm jumping in the shower. And so our communication gets so poor. And so do we end up yelling and I hate that. I don't like when people are sharp-tongued to me either. I don't like when people speak to me in such a sharp way, because I know I used to do it, and that was because it was something that was learned behavior. But since not trying to rid myself of the learned behavior, I don't like when people do it. And before I got married, that was some of the things my husband and I had discussed too, because he used to be such a sharp-tongued person. And I said, well, you don't have to say things like that. Why couldn't you have said it this way instead? And instead of saying it to me the way you said it, because I would tell him, that's harsh. He would say, I'm not sugarcoating anything for you. And after a while, I got to the point where I started doing the same thing he did and saying, I'm not sugarcoating anything for you either. So I would speak the way he spoke. And we would say things to each other that was cruel and hurtful. And in turn, when we had our children, we both were cruel and hurtful. Well, Randy, I'm sorry, I'm a loud woman, but that's just because I'm loud I learned behavior. That's all I can tell you. My grandmother used to answer the phone and be like, hello! She country girl, so I don't know. It's learned behavior. My family, the women in my family speak loudly, and I did too. Well, I still do at times. Now, I try to make sure I soften my tone when I'm speaking to men, especially because I've been told that you guys have sensitive ears, and so I mean not like a child, but I was told you guys have sensitive ears in regards to a woman's voice, and certain in our voice can irritate your ears. And so I try to keep my tone keep myself at a certain monotone or keep my tone lower. uh, yeah, I, well, Randy, I am, um, I am sweeter. I'm sweeter. I'm learning to be, no, not country from Flint. I'm not country at all. I'm a city girl. Are you talking about Chabo? I'm not country at all. I'm a city girl for real, for real. But didn't you see this Detroit on my chest? Chabo. Mm-mm. I'm nowhere near country. But I try to soften my demeanor and soften everything about me because that's who I was before we were married. And I changed. I'm not that girl I used to be. I used to be, you know, such a much more sweeter person. So I'm trying to get back to her. I don't like when people say sharp things to me. And I try to make sure that I don't say sharp things to them. We make poke fun each other here and there. Watch, I can take a joke and you can poke fun, but I don't like sharp things said to me. And then you think I'm supposed to just take it because it's not. It's not. Oh well, being all nonchalant and saying what you want, like you have to just take it, deal with it, you know. And I'm not going to do that. I did that for 17 years, married, and I'm not going to tolerate anyone talking to me disrespectfully and making me feel less than I am, or making me feel subhuman, or making me feel low. So if you got to say those things to me, I suggest you just keep those words to yourself and find somebody else and some other way to speak to me, because I'm not going to talk to you any kind of way and make you feel low. I'm going to try to go into my thoughts and find words that are actually going to and speak to you in a way that's human-like, as humanistic, as and the most intellectual um, way that I could possibly, you know, communicate how I feel without, you know, dumbing it down. Um, that's what I want to do. I don't want to make you feel like you're stupid, but I do want to communicate with you in a way that's actually yeah, man, it is difficult dealing with parents. She always has me so upset. She'll say things like, "Oh, you don't care anything about your grandchildren. I know you don't love them more than I do, like my son. You don't love them more than I do." You know, it's so hurtful. It's very frustrating because she's consistently saying things to me, those sharp words that hurt me. And I ask her, "Why would you say those things?" And girl, you. You know I ain't trying to hurt your feelings. Well, then why say it? Why say it? If you're not trying to hurt me, then why do you keep hurting me? That's what I want to know. I don't ask for that. You know? Yeah, but I understand that, but I don't want to really dumb herself down for the dummy. Yeah. But I still think that you should be able to communicate with people in a way. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fuss. I don't want to fight. I did that too many years. I just want to be able to talk to you, and I don't want the harsh tongue. And that's for men or women. I don't want a harsh tongue. You know, I've met people. I have a friend. He worked with me. Well, not necessarily work with me. He works at the VA. He works at my VA. Well, actually, he's just there doing it for a short period. But you know, we converse back and forth. You know, and the things I've noticed about him the most during our conversations is that he will say what he wants to say nonchalantly, as if the words don't hurt, and that I should ignore the comments and allow him to say what he feels because he claims it's honest. His whole way of saying of trying to make me see that it's okay, and rationalizing what he said to me is that it's honest. And so because it's honest, you should take it. And that's it true. It may be honest, but that doesn't mean that you should say it. You know? Even if it is honest, there has to be some tact in the way you speak to someone, even when it's honest. And I don't like people with this nonchalant behavior to where they can speak to you any way they choose and think that they can say cruel and mean things to you and think that it's okay because it's not okay. And I don't think that should just any of you let someone talk to you. Yeah, Randy. Don't let someone talk to you and down and put you down or talk down to you and you just take it because they'll claim that because it's right, um, because it's correct. The correct information doesn't mean that you have the right to say things like that to me. There's tact in where you can deliver anything, and it doesn't have to come off in such a harsh tone or sharp tone. Um, my thing is be careful with your tongue, because sometimes your tongue can cause you so much trouble. And I'm the type of person you aren't careful enough with your tongue. I'll cut that man. I'll cut that tongue out. Don't mess with me. I will cut your tongue straight out. So I don't like sharp tongued people. So I think that's why I put myself in the reserve. I've been through too many years of getting off from under that with you know with someone already and speaking to me and making me feel like nothing. And basically, I'm not doing that with anyone else. So if you don't understand, you don't know how to communicate, if you should go fix yourself. Learn how to communicate with others, and then you come back. Because I'm not going to allow you to talk to me any way you choose or say the things you feel like that you're grown enough to say, or whether you think it's the truth or not. It could be true, sure enough. But does that give you the right to cut me? It don't give you the right to cut me. So I guess basically that's my sharp tongue. I don't appreciate these sharp tongues. That's a deal breaker for me. All the way. I'm not gonna do sharp tongue people. I've had enough people talking to me and saying things to me and upsetting me and making me want to cry. And I'm a strong person on the exterior, but on the inside I'm just not that strong. I'm not, and I don't like being spoken to in that manner. If we're talking, you know, about something serious, I can do that. But as soon as you turn it verbally to attack me, I basically either back in my day I used to go into attack mode and attack back. But in this time, at my age now, I'm not trying to go into the attack mode. I want to address it with you. So I'm going to ask you, is that necessary? Is it necessary for you to attack me? Um, I'll try to help you turn your way, turn around so that you can reevaluate your words and then come correct. But if that doesn't help, then if it comes down to the end of all things, you're going to get cussed out and then I'm going to hang up. Or I just won't speak to you again. Because I'll go there with you. If I can't get any resolve, I'm just going to cuss you out. Let you know, look, you talk to me any kind of way. You need to be careful with the words you say. And it's not have nothing to do with the tone. It has something to do with the words themselves. Someone says, you're stupid, you're dumb. Some people are raised in a way that's being brutally honest is a way to show love. And it's not, Axeman. That's not a way to show love. Brutal honesty. I mean, when you think of someone being brutal, what do you think of? Violence, hurt, pain. You don't think of love. You don't think of kindness. Brutally honest is meant to hurt you. I don't need that. I don't want that. You got to be brutally honest with me. Save it. You know, I don't want to communicate with you like that. If it's something that you're doing, I know it's going to hurt you. I'm going to talk to you about it, but I'm not going to be brutally honest with you. I will discuss it with you. We can converse, but I'm not going to try to hurt your feelings or cut you down. And it is a way that some people are raised, and I know people in my family are like that. And I guess that's why I kind of stay away and kind of mind my own business, because it's hard to deal with that. I had to go back and apologize to my children for my brutal honesty. Yeah, X-Man, I know that's the way they're raised. People in my family, like I said, are just that same way. They're brutally honest. It's a form of verbal abuse. It is. And that's why this video, I'm putting this video out for the people who verbally abuse. Because, like I said, I'd rather have you hit me than to say things to me that's going to hurt me. Because those words, they'll last forever. The scars from being beat up will go away. But the things you said to me will keep rolling through my head over and over, over and over. And there's things that were said to me that hurt me so deep. And still to this day, the people are gone. But their words still lived on, even though they're gone from this earth. And the words they said to me, I still hurt by them to this day, even when I think about it. So be good to one another and just be kind, speak softer, you know, be good to each other. Think about your words. Don't just say everything that comes to your mind. Even if you're trying to help someone, there is a way, other ways to speak to people rather than calling them names, cussing them out, or being indecent, or yelling, screaming. Yeah, it does hurt me because I love them. It hurts me also people I care about, that I thought cared about me, and realize that they don't give a crap about me. So, you know, I learned to deal with that too. I guess that's why I just kind of stay to myself. I guess YouTube is my outlet. You guys have been it's like therapy. You've been my therapy, and so I appreciate that. You know, because when people come in with harsh words trying to attack me, I know that there's people who are going to jump on them. X-Man, you've done it. You know, Kyle, my buddy Kyle, he always get on them. Don't let no one say nothing to me, period. Nothing. You hurt me? Nothing. You say something to me, you're going to be on that booty straight away. So watch yourself on this channel. Because he's always watching. And he's always listening. And he wait for you to come at me. Better not come this way. Kyle, thank you for always being those words of encouragement and of that strength. When people come at me and attack me, I appreciate you for that. And Randy, you've always said wonderful things to me, and I appreciate you being kind and always saying great words. X-Man, you've always given great, 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 great comments. Not just for me, but for others. You're so very intelligent. And Ra, I know your name. You're my comedian. You say very intelligent things, but you would throw some comedy in there to break things up. So I find that you are the one who kind of the icebreaker in my channel. You're my icebreaker. So I appreciate you being my icebreaker. Capricornian, you're new to me, but I appreciate you as well because you have started to, I like that you are communicating and you have very intelligent thoughts and logical thoughts about things, So I'm going to say that to say this. Thank you, Randy. I'm going to say that to say this in the end, this video, because it's almost 20 minutes. Let's converse on my next video. Love you all. Bye.